Hi, I just thought that yes, I am sober, so I thought I'd do a sober video and play a couple of sober songs because I know that the ones that I've done when I've been drinking sound atrocious. And some of the stuff that I say when I've had too much to drink. I mean, yeah, you're right. I shouldn't be drinking and making videos. I don't think anybody should, and I certainly don't think people should be getting on chat rooms and debating serious topics under the influence of alcohol. I don't think it's, very sort of, yeah, conducive to the topic being discussed. Yeah. Um, I hope you get to see this Martin Leakey, super interesting fella who wants to put a flat Earth meet together. That should be interesting. Be interesting to see what the dates are and what kind of response he gets from that. I'm sure if I get an opportunity to make it down there to Cardiff, I will, because I would really like to meet Martin face to face. I think he's a terrific, interesting chap. And really, this is just a sort of sober update. Thank goodness I'm almost at the end of my radiotherapy. Last session is on Monday. And that's all very good. It's been a bit of I don't want to say a pain in the ass, but it has. Yeah, but yeah, I can see the light at the end of the tunnel now, and hopefully it won't be too long before I shall be able to go back to work. We shall see. They've told me that the impact of the treatment won't probably hit me until a couple of weeks after it's finished, which is a bit of an eye-opener and a shock. But as far as having to travel down to Bristol every day, I'm quite good to put that behind me. Even though when I've said before, the staff down at the oncology unit down at the BRI are absolutely adorable and helpful and kind, and I'd just once again like to thank every one of them down there for helping me and supporting me. Thank you very much. And I'd like to say thank you to my 9 subscribers. Well, it's going now. I'm getting a bit jittery now. I'm waiting for. I'll know when I've arrived when I get hit by a troll. Yeah. But no, for me, yes, I've had some more time on my hands and I've been able to make some videos, and I've been a bit bored, so this is what I've done. I don't generally have much time when I'm working because the type of job that I do is quite intense, and it takes up all of your time really. I'm a project manager. I manage council renovations, and I'm actually on the tools doing that. And, it can be very time consuming. Me and another chap, we take on the worst of the worst, the crack houses, some really quite shocking council property, and try and turn it around for a new tenant and a new life. So which I get quite a lot of satisfaction out of doing that. And it very affords me no time. Sadly, I'm neglecting my music. I don't play anywhere as often as I should. I've got an album that I haven't finished writing yet. It's almost complete. Most of the songs are sort of constructed together. And for me, music has always been like a diary, in my lowest times and quiet times, and when I'm away in the tent or something, I might take the guitar, and it's been with me all my life pretty much. Not that I'm a very lazy musician, let's put it that way. If I was more motivated, more structured, then perhaps might be able to do a little bit more with it, but that's the future, we will see. At the moment, I'm just trying to get myself healthy, recover from my treatment, and put myself back to work, focus on that, for a little while, try and get over the financial commitments, because being self-employed, which I am, during this 6 weeks that I've had off, I've had no money at all, and had to sort of finance everything, and which has been very difficult, and dealing with various institutions that you're trying to get money out for help is a very frustrating experience, and it's something that I haven't had to do for some time, since the last time when I first found out 5 years ago when I had cancer. I had to spend a little bit of time, well, it was quite a bit of time actually after my prostatectomy, and yeah, but getting back to work after that point really helped and aided with my recovery. Sort of got, a bit of pride back, and a bit of motivation more than anything. So yeah, it's just a blog just to say thanks to everybody out there that been there for me and said hi and said hello. It's been great comfort. Some of the I've been really enjoying Mechanics of the Fourth War. I've been enjoying Patricia Spears, and I know there's a lot of silly dogfighting going on out there. I do find it a little bit immature and childish. We shouldn't be dogging each other and running each other down. We should be, this is all about enlightenment, I thought. Whether you believe we live on a planet, whether you think it's a plane, or whether you think it's a flat, or what. There are many hypotheses out there of what it actually is. Do we have confirmed proof that we know what it is? I don't think so. Can we get to a point of disclosure? It's going to be hard. There are more and more flat earthers coming on board all the time. I think the distractions, like the giant trees on the flat earth, they're going to keep coming round, and I believe there is maybe possibly a distraction ploy. I know too somebody that's a globalist flat earthers we must maybe seen or come across is what they would say, we're loonies, right? Loco. Well, the reality of that is quite the opposite. I think we're open-minded, and I suppose that's probably got a lot to do with, I've noticed people have commented about a lot of us flat earthers smoking marijuana. Well, okay, it is well known that most people that dabble or have dabbled in smoking marijuana tend to have a more open-minded approach to life, and maybe that's why being open to the flat earth concept or is part of that. Yes, it's a revelation to open your mind up to a point where you start to question things, and not just get stuck in the drudgery of your daily tasks of treading the mill. And I know there's a lot of people out there that really are not interested. They just want to carry on with their lives, and I don't want to insult them in any way, and people are entitled to do that. It's the old analogy: you can take the horse to water, but you can't make it drink. And I think it's very important that as flat earthers that we remain impartial to those people that don't necessarily jump straight on board with us. And I certainly don't think we should be attacking them, or this sort of warring sort of sense just goes completely against the grain for me, of what I would like to think that the flat earth community is all about. And yes, we're going to get opposition, and it's very strong opposition, and I've seen some of it, and it's quite frankly, it's immature, it's childish. It's like, people that say that they want to come across as intelligent, or knowing more about things than they actually do. Well, I agree with Martin, and the same with Antonio and Nathan for that. Do the research, go and do your own tests. Me, I've got faith in these people. I trust some of these people, and that's right. Maybe rightly or wrongly so, I don't care, but I do. It's a bit like Martin, Jazz. They open their hearts to us, and wear their hearts on their sleeve, and I think that's such a special thing, and that we're also lucky for people out there to be doing that, so that you can really get a chance to see somebody who's a complete stranger that you don't know voice an honest opinion about how they feel about certain topics within our own rounds of, in our own society. And you won't get that type of open honesty with the mainstream media. We all know that. We all know it's they put out what they want us to hear. It's the same as everything else that they've done to us, right? To control us and keep us like good little soldiers, yeah? And some people want to be that way. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. Whereas for me, I like to be inspired, with new thoughts, new ways of thinking, new understandings, new friendships, new relationships. What is going on, with what is being driven and forced upon us at the moment through some of the atrocities that are going on around the plane, is very concerning, and we should all be very concerned. And the media seem to be pushing us in a very, very scary direction, as far as I'm concerned. And we all need to start to look at things, I think, a little bit more seriously, and start to make some noise about it, because it just feels like we're heading towards an apocalypse. Do you know what I mean? Maybe we are. But I think we can maybe stem that or stop that. What is important is, I think, that we don't just bury our heads in the sand in the blind hope